So good evening, my name is of Isaac Opio, and I'll be speaking on the section of part of our concept note. So allow me share my screen briefly and talk about the introduction. So the concept here is just a simulation model for testing feed formulations for poultry. And looking at the introduction, poultry farming is an essential sector in the global agricultural industry responsible for producing meat and eggs for human consumption, especially in Uganda, where agriculture is the backbone of our economy. One of the critical sections of poultry management is feed nutrition. Quality feed affects growth rates, health, and the poultry's productivity. The development of a simulation model for testing poultry feed formulations provides a promising alternative that could reduce the costs and minimize the usage of live poultry perform tests. So basically, the concept paper presents just a simulation model that will predict the effects of different feed formulations on the poultry growth, the productivity, the health, and whatever end results come through. And this model will utilize the biological and nutritional data to replicate digestion, metabolism processes, and whatever of poultry, allowing different manufacturers and farmers to test the different feed formulations virtually. So that is basically the introduction bit, and now allow me permit my other partner to talk about the next process.
Good evening, members. My name is Dr. Joseph, and I will be continuing from where my colleague has stopped. So I will be taking you through the problem statement of our concept. So according to the global demand of poultry products, as they continue to rise in Uganda, this leads to the need for the efficient and sustainable feed formulations. Traditionally, farmers test the different feed formulations, like they test them using live animals or poultry. So this is one of the major problems you want to tackle. So as you know, there has been AI, which has been used to predict the different patterns that have been taking place in the different feed formulations. So our model will be incorporating AI, but still it will be using the biological data to find out the different digestion metabolisms, how the poultry react to the different feed formulations. Yes, and our proposed solution, according to what we tried to research, we propose that to develop a model that replicates the psychological, physiological processes of poultry digestion and metabolism. So this model basically will be trying to focus on the digestion process of the birds, how the birds react to the different feed formulations, and all this will be done through, it will be based on the existing biological data that has been there out on the internet, including including factors like absorption rate, the different energy conversions, the effect of the various feed components. Yes. And one of the major key components that we are going to be looking at under this solution, we are going to be focusing on data integration. Here, the model will be able, it would be constructed using extensive data sets of poultry biology. Another component will be biological simulation, like the core of the model will be trying to simulate the digestive process of the bird. And the other component will be growth productivity outcomes. The model will be able to predict how the birds react to the different feed formulations and how their growth rates change, the productivity rates, and so forth. Then final, about the key points, we shall be talking about the testing environment. How are we going to be testing? We shall be enabling the farmers to test this through the simulation process to find out the different reactions of the different feed formulations. I think my colleague will take you through this part.
evening. My name is Samuel Chikule, and I'm going to take us through the contributions for this concept that we're going to. So the development of this simulation model is going to help us in ethical advancements in the agricultural industry. And behind this idea, we see that we shall be able to reduce the need for using live animals for testing. So we get to keep them and also be able to get the data we need in order to successfully simulate the different effects of the suggested feed formulations. And then we shall also be able to save time and costs incurred in the feeding process and the feeding plans for the different birds involved in the feeding procedure. We'll also see that we shall be able to contribute sustainability. So the model will be able to provide sustainable agriculture practice by limiting overfeeding and feed wastage. As we deal with the different animals, we find that we can end up exceeding the requirement for the targets that we're looking for. So the sustainability is achieved when we simulate first, and then see the projected targets, and then use the accurate measures for feeding. And then we also see improved feed optimization. So we're able to come up with the accurate feeds components for the poultry growth and health. Yeah. In the conclusion, this concept paper outlines the need for simulation model to test the poultry feed, offering a more efficient and ethical alternative. By replicating the poultry digestion and metabolism, the model will be able to predict the growth rates and productivity of the poultry. Yeah, thank you very much. That's been all from me. Thank you.